Hi, my name is Charlie and I'm behind It's Barbie Paris here on the internet. And today I wanted to talk about a couple of ways that I spend my time and some ways that I want to look at spending my time that kind of rejects the a capitalist ideal or expectation. There is something free and low cost and easy to get into. I think, again, we hate saying, oh, we're in unprecedented times, but here we are again, and I'm left wondering, what do I want to do next? Because I'm also at a turning point, hopefully with my health, and so I ask myself, where do we go from here, or what are my hobbies going to look like? And sometimes it's not just because of things going on in the world. Sometimes it's just because you learn and grow and evolve from things that you were consuming. So I was consuming a podcast very regularly, and if you're familiar, you'll probably be able to guess which one it was. I was a member for 4 years or something like that, and they posted multiple times a week. They had members content, and I was involved. I posted on the subreddit, and then as I began to look further and assess, I just kind of realized that none of that really aligns with my values, and I started to think what should I be doing with my time, or what do I want to be doing with my time instead? And so then I started doing my language learning, and so I think language learning is something that can be affordable and non-capitalist. There's affordable free apps. Duolingo, obviously, they are making a profit, and there's premium versions, but there is a free version. My library offers some language services that you can get for free from the library, as well as some groups like an ASL and a early Spanish group. So language learning might be a really cool thing to take up. I've taken up gardening, and I've been posting a lot about that. I don't know how well it's going to do, or how much food I'm going to produce, or I don't even know if I'm going to get any food this year. But the idea and excitement that maybe in the future I could be a little bit more self-sufficient is really exciting. One thing I've been wanting to get into is creating zines. If you guys are unfamiliar with my content on here, I make a lot of disability content. I think that would be really cool, and I have a lot of really cool ideas for zines, and I'd like to create them, make them, show them on here, and maybe find a place where I am able to leave them. I think that would be something really cool. So that's something that I would like to try. Again, if you have any hobbies laying around your house, it's I'm dusting off my sewing machine, I have some paints, just whatever you have, make use of it. I definitely think there should be also more hobby swaps. So let's say you really want to learn crocheting, but you don't have any crocheting supplies, maybe post in your local buy nothing group that you would like to trade somebody, or see if anybody has something that you're looking for. You can try a new hobby. There's always that meme that's floating around that's neurodivergent. There should be a neurodivergent hobby swap, and I think there just should be anyway. I think it would be so much more economical. And some libraries offer some packs and things where you can try different things. I saw one library had American Girl dolls that you could check out, and that's wild and super cool. Our library doesn't offer anything like that, but our library offers a lot of things. It's a place to use the internet. They have activities for adults and children, and so it's a really great place to hang out. And the more that we're going and the more that we're utilizing it, the better these services are going to hopefully become. Reading, I think, is a fairly accessible hobby, and you can also get audiobooks and things usually through certain libraries for free, and so I think it's a really great option. I've gotten really into reviewing movies on Letterboxd. You can do this for free, or you can play a small premium fee for the year, and you can track, rate, and discuss movies with other people who like movies, and you can do that in an affordable way or through streaming services that you already have. And so I think it's all about utilizing things that you already have. I already have a backyard, why not garden? I have a library in my town, why not go to the library? Another thing, and I've done this before, is crafting with scraps and creating art and things. I've seen a lot of people do like junk journaling, things like that, things that just utilize our trash in maybe a different way. Like I've been posting about like my eco bricks, and so that's really been something, learning a lot of different things about like eco bricks, and like compost has also been a new thing. Um, the idea that I can like turn some of my kitchen scraps and things that I have just already into stuff to make more nutritious uh, plants and make my yard more beautiful, hopefully have fruit trees. Like, there's so many possibilities, and it's stuff that's relatively low energy. Right now, the compost style that we have, it's like a stir once a week. It'll probably take us quite some time to get compost, and it's going quite fast with the heat. So maybe not. We keep having to add more and more. The balance, I think, is really good, but it's just decomposing at such a rapid rate. But I've like had to learn so much about companion plants and composting, and so I feel like gardening is like a really great place. There's so many different types of gardening. Like, do you want to grow food? I've been learning about flowers. I have seeds for a cut flower garden. I just need to get it set up. I just haven't had the spoons to do it. I have a bunch of plants that need fertilizer, things like that. Going on walks if you're able, going on wheelchair rides if you're able, I think are also another great way to be in the community while also not expending a lot of money, while also showing that we need and utilize the community resources such as the sidewalks. We're very fortunate that we have a pool, and while it does take some upkeep this summer, this is going to be like a source of entertainment, and we don't have to go far. We can do like what I'm doing right now, just sitting and enjoying, or swimming for exercise. As somebody with POTS and somebody who's working on their fitness, that's a great opportunity. And I think fitness is another thing that's really, really accessible. I've been posting about my Just Dance fitness, and Just Dance, you can usually catch it on sale, and the Just Dance Plus isn't very expensive. But if you really wanted to be super frugal about it, a lot of the dances are just on YouTube, and you could follow along. It wouldn't be like the same interactive experience. You're not getting scored, but you're doing the same dance. And there's also, if you look up wheelchair dancing, there's a YouTuber that makes Zumba wheelchair dances, which is awesome. So there's so many options, and I think YouTube's great. Like, learning new skills right now, I think is just like if you could like look at what you have, like what could I learn? Like, I think I could definitely learn how to use and utilize like the arts capabilities of my tablet more. I'm learning so much about gardening. I'm learning so much about like natural pest control as I work in my garden, and we're like fighting aphids, and I'm trying to keep my pool deck spider free, as we've just recently like re-net it for other dog owners and those in the service dog community. If you guys can hear barking, I try to edit out like a lot of the background noise, but if you guys can hear that, that's my neighbors. But I think also training your dog is a really awesome way to connect with your dog, and it's low cost, it's free, and you can learn a lot of things about dogs and yourself through the process of teaching your dog. Like, there's definitely some things that I've worked on with her that she's gotten really easy, like paw, but like having her get something off of the ground took months to work with, and so it was very rewarding, but it was also very exhausting too. And so yeah, I don't know, and sometimes we don't have the energy for big hobbies, and that's why I really like again, the letterbox is great. I would like to get back into more cozy games. I wish I had more time for video games, but I've been taking so much time putting it into like my online stuff, and then the garden, and then working out and learning languages, and then I read a lot, and so it's like I don't have a lot of time sometimes for video games. But I'd really like to I own the Princess Peach game, and I'd like to get it and play it and finish it, but I just haven't had the time. It's like, I was talking to my spouse today, and he was talking about how he used to play World of Warcraft, and I'm like, I don't even know. Like, I used to play Neopets, and so I was like, we're like conversing about the different things about these old games, and I was like, I don't even know if I'd have time right now to play Neopets. I have this account. I have access to an account that's something like 15 years old, and it's like, I simply cannot let it go. Like I can't. Like it's a part of me, and every now and again I'll pop in and play for like a week and then bounce. But yeah, I don't know. I think there's a lot of things to do. I just think it's like time for a little bit of like out of the box thinking, being more creative, and then maybe supporting other people who are also being creative or sharing. It's like, okay, I would gladly trade some of my cucumber saplings for other people's saplings. I think that'd be really great, but I don't know how to set that up in my community. But yeah, I think I'd like to work on that as well, because I think through like the next several years, like community sports is going to be incredibly important. And as like a transplant, it's like, I don't even know where to begin. It feels so unwelcoming almost sometimes. This is kind of a side tangent, but I made a call, trying to talk about like the sidewalks that are within my HOA, and I've seen like the HOA work on stuff, and I was just like, hey, I was just checking if you guys like do anything with the sidewalks. And like, well, that's more the county. And I was just like, for every street, like just checking, because I've seen you guys kind of do some work out here. And she was very upset and was like, so you're telling us what we do and don't do now? And I'm like, no, just I want to know, like, if it's the county, that is totally fine. I will call, but you don't need to be so upset. I think it's like hard right now. I think so many people are so upset, and there's so many reasons to be struggling and feeling so many different things right now. And so it's like I really don't even fault her. But anyway, yeah, returning back to the topic at hand, hobbies. What hobbies are you going to pick up, or have you been wanting to pick up? I want to do more with sewing, I think, is my big goal right now. I checked out a book, actually, speaking of like non-capitalist ways, the library, that was like patterns for everyone, or simple patterns to start. And I have like basic sewing knowledge, but nothing ever comes out right. I'm not gifted in a way with sewing, but I want to learn. I want to try. I'm trying to mend some items. I'd like to add some lace to some pieces, like even some t-shirts, and just make them more, I don't know, me. I like lace and bows, and so I'd like to do things like that. It's like I don't need to go buy a bunch of new clothes. It's like I do need some new clothes. Right now I'm working on, that's another thing, you could be cleaning out things in your home. One thing I'm working on right now is I have several just containers of clothes, and it's because I've fluctuated up and down so much my weight just because of different health issues, that I've been holding on to them for like fear that I'm going to need them. And some of that's founded, but going through it again, it's like some of this just like really needs to go, and I don't think it's going to be, I'm like not going to wear that again, or I'm not going to fit into it. So I took basically everything, scooped it up, and I didn't necessarily just want to take it to like there's not great thrift store options near me, and so I just like put it out like with a box. It was like free, like feminine women's clothing, medium through extra large. Like, here you go. It's like right here. And a few people came by and like took some of the nicer pieces, and I kind of expected that because I posted about it like in my local group. And then the lady across the street came by and collected it because they were going to send it overseas with their church. And I was like, okay, fantastic, take it. I have more to go through. And so I think that's just kind of what I'm going to do, because I'd rather do that than take it to a thrift store. Like, thrifting doesn't even feel like a good value anymore. It doesn't feel like I'm supporting anything good anymore. It's kind of, so many people like are like, just go thrift, but it's like thrifting is like so imperfect right now. I feel like thrifting has become so commodified. It's like, you mean Mercury, you mean Depop, like thrift stores don't have anything, like truly, like, and if they do, they're a rarity, and you have to catch them on the right day, and those days are busy. And yeah, so it's like you could chase even thrift store finds. But I've been doing a lot of window shopping, or I have like very, very, like, if you do want to go shopping and you're like me, like I personally like really like shopping. Like, I'm not even gonna like be like, guys, like we shouldn't be shopping. Like, totally, I get it, because it's like kind of like there's something, I'm not very social, but it's like very therapeutic, and it almost feels social in a way to me sometimes, like social enough for me to just like go out and like enjoy the shops and like interact with the people that I'll interact with. And I have very specific niche items now that are on my list. And if I don't find those items, I don't go home with anything. And if I find those specific niche items, they have to be like a very specific price range. So I'm getting very good deals. And if I am not finding that, I don't spend any money. And sometimes I'm just kind of over that too. And so it's just like I spend time at the library. It's good practice for Barbie. I've been enjoying watching, and if you guys are ever interested in like film history, again, Letterbox, they have like you can look at different movies through years. So right now I'm watching every movie in the 1800s, and all of these are like royalty free. You can find them just free anywhere. And so I'm watching all of these movies. I'm up to 1896. I have some more movies to get through there, and all of them are free. They're all like short movies, but if you've ever been interested in film or things like that, I've really enjoyed that side of TikTok, and that's also led, or YouTube, and that's also led me to find a side of YouTube that's like people being very creative with filmmaking, like making a movie with a very affordable camera and stuff. And it just inspires me as a creator who is starting with little. Maybe one day we'll be able to invest up. I have a T-Rebel T5 camera, a Canon. I'm so bad at cameras, but I don't think the batteries are good anymore. I have to go assess everything I need to do with this camera. And it's great for like photos, but like video quality, like audio quality, my iPhone does a better job. And so I've been looking for like good vlogging, like point and shoot cameras and stuff like that. Because right now I want to be able to like reinvest back into what I'm doing right now. In addition to that, I'm going to make a point that every few months that I also send a donation to a pertinent charity. Right now I'm looking at a few different ones. If you guys have some recommendations, please let me know. I would love to support different charities that are pro LGBTQ plus, pro Palestine, things like that. Just kind of let me know. LGBTQ plus disability, I don't know. I would like to put my money where my mouth is and also give within the community, purchase within the community. And I think that's kind of going to be my priority for the next several years. And I think that's what I can do. That dog is just, it's messy out here, you guys. It's just messy. But I just want to do my best to support other people within my community. So my goal is to make a small purchase if I can have the funds. If I'm going to make a purchase or I need to make a purchase on something, I'm going to shop small first in a small business. And if I do find one that I really, really like share it with you guys, because I think that that's like so much more important than being like, hey guys, look at this mass market product. You know what I mean? And some of being a creator right now is just selling products, and I never want to be just that creator. It's like I do the TikTok shop program. I try to be very specific with the items. I try not to work with like sketchy listings. Like I try to work with the very direct companies. Like I've worked with like Nido through the TikTok shop program, which I really liked. I really like Vacation. I live in Florida. I'm wearing Vacation sunscreen right now. They've sent me a few Vacation sunscreens. I love their perfume. I bought one. They sent me one. So yeah, I don't know. It is part of like being a creator is just like talking. Sometimes I feel like even those like consumer creators are still selling you things like, hey, check out this VPN. It's not a real item, but it's like it's going to help you do this so much, or this tool that like sets all this up, this like task manager. I don't know, you know what I mean? I'm trying to be as ethical as I can, making a living as a disabled creator online. So I thank everybody for supporting me. I'm sitting out here with my service dog Barbie out in my garden looking, it's gonna rain today, but I've been just very busy bee today, so you guys are gonna see me a lot in the next several videos that I filmed for YouTube in this outfit, so I'm sorry. I was those things, it's like change shirts film another video. And I'm like, got it, film another video. I don't have the spoons to pretend like it's a different day. It's the same day, you guys. I batch filmed several videos. So that's another thing you can get into. You know, if you have an iPhone, just vlog your life, you know, obviously be kind, be respectful, be yourself, probably be all right. So I'm gonna sign off here. Thank you guys so much. I think it's a beautiful day out. I'm just kind of enjoying the Floridian weather for what it is today. It says that it's 74 degrees. That's fantastic. It was like 80, 85 this weekend. So this is fantastic. I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm hoping that because I filmed so much this week, there's going to be some extra videos and stuff like that. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you guys again. I've probably tried to sign off several times. So thank you guys. Bye.